Here I'm sitting here with Taylor Doll, um, one of my nephews, and he's very good in school. So I want to sit down with him and chat with him a little bit, ask him about a few questions about his education. Um, he went to school, one of very best schools in the nation. So I want to sit down and ask him a few questions about this. Uh, Taylor, so which high school did you go to?
Yeah, so I went to James Logan High School, right? So I live in California, in the Bay Area, like many other people at my school right now, which is Cornell. And so I live in like close to San Francisco, if you don't know where the
So
Bay Area
Union
is.
City.
Union City
Okay,
specifically,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
And I go to the school that's inside that city, which is James Logan High School.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And how was it? Can you tell us a little about how did you do in high school, or what process you go from high school to Cornell?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, during high school, I was really engaged in a lot of like different extracurriculars, and of course, I was also engaged in like a lot of academics as well. So I took a lot, all the AP classes. Obviously, my
Uh-huh.
school had a lot of dual enrollment classes as well, and so I took like all the high math classes. By the time I was a junior, I finished like multivariable
Calculus.
calculus, differential
Your
equations.
college calculus. So you.
Yeah, college calculus. Yeah, I did Calc BC in like sophomore year,
Uh-huh.
and then I did, which is essentially Calc 1 and Calc 2, and
Uh-huh.
then in junior year I did Calc 3, which is multivariable calculus and then differential equations.
Yeah.
Also in junior year, and then the summer after that I did linear algebra, and the year after that I did statistics as well.
So the smart guy.
So
Okay.
I finished most of the math like
Uh-huh.
by the end of like senior year, like
Uh-huh.
at my community college and also at high school. And then I also did like AP Physics, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I did not take any of the AP's
It-
other sciences though. So I didn't take AP Chem or AP Bio because I just wasn't really interested in it. I was
Uh-huh.
more like a physics and math kind of guy.
Physics and math.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And like my career interest changed like a lot during high school as well, like right? Because in the beginning I was interested in chemistry,
Uh-huh.
right? I did a chemistry like research program
Uh-huh.
over the summer as well, and that's what kind of led me off the track of
Uh-huh.
becoming a doctor because I didn't really like it. Kind of hated going to chem research every day and not understanding anything because like I took chemistry over the summer also in my freshman year,
Uh-huh.
but then I forgot everything by like the next summer. So like I
So
went to the chemistry research, I had no idea what I
why?
was doing.
Because of the formula, or because what is it?
Uh,
You're not interested in
no,
the
I
chemistry
yeah, it
that
just wasn't
much?
interesting. There's not enough math, and I like math, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Math have formula too. Yeah.
exactly, yeah. It was
Yeah.
really, I don't know, I found it kind of boring. And also, I think just the fact that I didn't know anything that was going on during the research
Uh-huh.
kind of like turned me off of like the life sciences.
Uh-huh.
And so I didn't really want to be a doctor anymore. And at that time,
Okay, so
also,
that may be
yeah.
the reason why you don't, put your effort on.
Yeah, probably. I've always
Okay.
been more math heavy too, so I didn't really like it as much. I think engineering is a lot better at this point.
Uh-huh.
But also like at that time I liked business a lot as well.
Business.
Yeah, because
So in high school, you're thinking about business,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you focus in that area. You want to go in that business.
Yeah, I
And then
mean,
how you finish high school? I heard you kind of you had a volunteer work too. Is that
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. That's
Okay.
what
Tell us
initially got
about.
me into like
Uh
business. I mean, kind of, because like before that as well, I was like interested in finance and stuff. Like back in middle school, I
huh.
did like a lot of finance work, especially like the quantitative aspects I really liked, and like all the formulas and having like to know exactly if the stock is going to go up or down. Of course, that's not how it works in real life, but
Uh huh.
I find that pretty interesting. But later on during like school, I started like non-profit businesses.
Uh huh.
So one of the nonprofits that I started was a Loving Link, and that is
Okay.
essentially a nonprofit that I started that provided a way for students in high schools
Uh
to get
huh.
in contact with residents in nursing homes,
Okay.
and basically connect them in pen pal
Uh-huh.
relationships. And the volunteers would get community service hours, of course, and the residents would get these letters, like wellness letters, sent to them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't mind you. I asked you a question. What the GPA when you got out high
Mhm.
school?
So I mean, it depends on what school you go to and
Uh
everything.
huh.
But my high school, they rated honors classes
Uh huh.
and AP classes
Uh
as
huh.
a 5.0,
Uh huh.
and all other classes were just a 4.0 if you got an A.
Wow, it's a 5.0 and then 4.0.
Yeah, so
Wow.
those like the no, those like the two different scalings for
Uh huh.
the each class, right?
Right.
And I had a five. I had a 4.72 something like
Uh
that.
huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So essentially, like if you can take an AP class,
He's good.
try to
He
take
really smart.
it.
One of the
But
best smart guys in our family. Okay.
yeah.
So you got that above 4 point. Okay, for GPA 4 point. Um, how is the process? You apply, you go to a college. Can you tell
Yeah,
us a little bit
yeah,
about this?
it's pretty simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you actually begin like the college application process,
Uh huh.
everything is essentially given to you. You just have to watch a few YouTube videos.
Uh huh.
But the
So
most
you watch the video, the
yeah,
YouTube video, and try to kind of prepare yourself.
yeah, you have to figure it out yourself for the
All
most part.
right.
Like the
Right.
teachers won't walk you through it,
Yeah.
so you have to go on YouTube and
So
look
that.
you yourself and see
Uh huh.
exactly how it's done.
Okay. And
Yeah,
how many applications you send out?
I sent like 20 applications.
20 applications.
That's including like UCs as well. But the UC like
UC
application,
UC David.
UC yeah,
UCLA.
yeah, the UC system as a whole,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
applying to the UC system is a lot more easy than
Okay.
applying to like different private universities because the UC system
Uh huh.
they have the
Oh,
UC
okay.
application, which is completely different from the common application,
Oh,
which is what
okay.
other colleges have to do. The UC application, they have one essay, like one set of essays,
Uh huh.
and and that set of essays is sent to all the
Send
other
all the 20 application.
what
20.
it's sent to like the 7 schools of
Seven
the
school
UC.
in UC.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the UC
Okay.
system, yeah. So it's a lot easier. So that's like 7 schools instantly.
Uh
Then
huh.
for the other like, colleges, in
And
the
then you're
common
gonna
app,
go. Okay.
yeah, you have to
Understand.
like fill out the actual essays and stuff for
Uh
them.
huh. And how many schools, they accepted you?
I would say probably like 13 or something
13.
around there. Yeah,
So
most of the
you,
all the
you
UCs
remember
essentially.
kind of like you don't have to give the 20 schools, but 13. Remember 13 of them.
Mhm.
Okay, which one is that?
I applied to most of the UCs.
You
I applied
here
to
around here?
yeah, I applied to
Okay.
Duke. I applied to most
Duke
of
too.
yeah,
Okay.
Duke, U Chicago, MIT,
MIT.
a lot of the Ivies as well.
Uh huh.
But from those are the ones I remembered. But I got rejected from most of the Ivies,
Uh huh.
except for Cornell, obviously. Oh, also I applied to Stanford as well. So
Stanford.
yeah.
Stanford. How about Berkeley too? Did you?
I applied to Berkeley as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Berkeley. So, Cornell, Stanford, Berkeley, they all accepted you, or only?
No, so all the UCs accepted me,
Okay.
but Stanford I got waitlisted initially, and
Okay.
then
Waiting list.
and then I
Okay.
got denied after that.
How about Berkeley?
Berkeley I got in.
Got in.
Yeah, most of the all the UCs I got in
Okay.
essentially.
Let me pick two schools.
Okay.
Berkeley is right here in California,
Mhm.
right? And then Cornell in New York, right?
Yeah.
You live in California, right here in Union City, and you go to Berkeley. If you go to Berkeley, it's one of the very, finest school here in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you go to Berkeley, but you go to Cornell?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest reason for that, I think there's two big reasons, right?
Uh
Because
huh.
at the time I wanted to go into finance,
Okay.
and the more institutional financial organizations like Goldman Sachs
Uh huh.
and like a lot of the big
So you want to be
investment
like
banks.
a Wall Street journal?
Yeah, Wall Street was like kind
Wall
of
Street guy.
yeah. At that time,
Okay.
that was like the goal, and
Yeah.
Cornell was like in New York, so it's a lot closer
Uh-huh.
to like those kind of institutions,
Uh-huh.
and so there's a lot more networking opportunities there
Okay.
as opposed to Berkeley, which is more of a like venture capital kind of
That's right.
like university.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'm going there instead because of those different kind of opportunities that aren't at like Berkeley, for example.
Uh-huh.
And the other reason was because I just want to see something new.
Oh,
right?
I see. Because you don't
Yeah.
want to stay in California.
My whole
Yep.
life essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to go somewhere else, so you see that kind of environment and see how the. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Understand.
I've never seen the snow before.
Okay.
So
But right here in California, if you go to Berkeley, I mean, school here, your tuition gonna be a lot cheaper than go to New York, Cornell, New York, correct? Is that right?
It depends.
But you got
because-
full price.
huh?
You got full price.
Yeah, a lot of the finance. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you
Finances got like
you
taken
got
care
yeah.
of. So essentially, it came out to around the same price.
But you have full price student, right? Basically, they pay you.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, so they give you like financial aid and things like that. A lot of the universities they do that kind of stuff because they're really nice and stuff. So.
Oh, cool. So how's Cornell? You like it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Tell us about a little bit Cornell. Like, if people they want to go to Cornell, they gotta listen this video and they watch this video and they try to find out something they can pick up, kind of stand out. Why they want to go to Cornell.
Yeah. So
how was it?
I think it's an interesting environment. I like that it's really diverse because there's so many different like demographics. Because over here, I guess in California, there are not many like white people that much, especially like Union City and stuff. But when you go to Cornell, it's like a little bit of everybody, and they kind of make it like that.
So
you can
mix.
Yeah,
good,
there's
good,
mixed
good,
up.
good mix.
Yeah, good mix of like different people, and also
Uh-huh.
from like international students as well. They're interesting to talk to.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because there's not many. Like, of course, when you live in just like a normal high school and stuff like that, you go to
Uh-huh.
a normal high school. There's not that many international students there.
Okay.
So going to Cornell and meeting all these new different people is like a really interesting, I guess, aspect of going to the school.
Okay.
That's
And
probably my
you
favorite.
stay in a dorm right now, or
Yeah.
you stay outside?
Stay in the dorm, yeah.
In the dorm right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And they pay you tuition for that. School they pay you tuition for that. Oh,
Essentially, they pay for most of it for the
most of, oh,
finances.
that's
Yeah.
very good. A smart guy. How was you said you went there for finance, okay, and now
Yeah.
you changed to engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How was that work out for
Oh,
you?
this is interesting. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like because I came into like the school really wanted to do finance and everything,
Uh-huh.
but then I guess my idea of finance is different from what it's actually like. So
Uh-huh.
after going to like the school and seeing like the people are great and everything,
Yeah.
but I don't really like the culture of
Yeah.
like business and everything because it's really cutthroat and
Uh-huh.
it's not really intellectually what is it, intense,
Really?
I guess,
I see.
like finance and stuff.
So you want some kind of really intense.
Yeah, I want something like I'm because I'm spending 4 years here. These like
Uh-huh.
the 4 years of my life. The last 4 years of my life, I'm actually learning something. I
Uh.
want to actually spend like the money that I'm using to go there to actually learn something, right?
Okay.
As opposed to just like kind of do things I feel like I can do by myself on my own time.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of like marketing and finance, and
Oh, I see.
a lot of that stuff like people already do on their own time. It's really easy to do,
I
honestly.
see. So want something really hard.
Yeah, something
Kinda
intellectually like
pick your brain.
yeah,
a little
pick my
bit.
brain. Yeah, exactly. And I think engineering does a good job at that because
Oh.
and also I
Is that
really
they have
like
a
math.
good engineering department in
Yeah, of course.
Cornell?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like one of the best.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How far from New York City to Cornell School?
It's pretty far. It's like I think 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
From go north, right?
I think it's
Yeah.
4 hours north. Yeah.
How big for school?
The big? Oh,
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
Like 20,000 students.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like it's
For
I think
right
it's-
now.
Yeah, I think it's like 20,000 including like around 22,000 including graduate students,
Uh-huh.
and like 16,000 which just undergraduates.
I see.
Yeah.
You thinking you're gonna go 4 years there and then you go somewhere else, or what are your
Yeah,
plan?
probably.
Okay.
My plan would probably be to do like 4 years at Cornell and
Uh-huh.
then do like a master's at Berkeley or a master's at Stanford or something like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Something in California or Caltech.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of just go back to California and everything.
Okay. And then you want to go back here and want to work here in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, in the Bay Area.
Yeah. I think Governor Gavin Newsom he liked this video.
That's funny.
Okay. Yeah. But so you went there and then in the halfway through, no, actually the first year, right? And then after the first year, you're thinking about you want to go to engineering.
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
finance. Okay. Is your dad engineering too? Is
Yeah,
that right?
yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why you changed the major.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I think electrical engineering. That's probably the most like that's why I guess that's a reason why electrical engineering is most closely related to me
Uh-huh.
because my dad's also electrical engineering.
Uh-huh.
But I think also it's just like really close to computer science and technology in general.
Uh-huh.
So right now, because I'm planning to do a CS and ECE, which is electrical engineering,
Uh-huh.
so kind of combine those two things together gives me all like the tools that I need to do anything technology related. So I
Uh-huh.
kind of want that versatility in order to like put myself anywhere in technology that I would be interested in
Uh-huh.
the future.
But you heard about AI.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that anything you concerned about that?
Concern?
No?
No. It actually, I'm a little
Is that they're
concerned.
gonna-
You know what? Yeah.
Take a lot of job, also lose a lot of job. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So what is that?
I think the worst part about like having AI and things like
Uh-huh.
ChatGPT and things like that is the fact that a lot of people get lazy.
Uh-huh.
So they don't like, for example, like during school and stuff like that, you're supposed to be there to learn. But a
Uh-huh.
lot of kids now, they just kind of ChatGPT everything. And
Uh-huh.
so they don't actually learn anything. And so when these kids grow up and have to do real math and real like writing essays and things like that,
Yeah.
they kind of will just not be able to do it because they've had like this AI do it for them the entire time. So they won't be as like intellectually strong as they would have been otherwise.
You think that maybe make them lazy?
Yeah, it makes them lazy essentially. Yeah. That's the
It's-
biggest problem. That's the biggest problem with
How
AI.
about the good side of that AI?
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, there's like a lot of good sides, right?
Uh-huh.
So like, it's of course advancing like humanity as well.
Right.
Like there's like self-driving
Yeah.
cars, and you can like use like these AIs to like
Mhm.
look at different images of like cancer patients to see if they actually have cancer
Yeah.
and things like that. So there's a lot of good aspects as well. But it's just like the misuse of AI is the more problematic part. But there's like a lot of good uses of it as well.
That's I heard from Elon Musk.
Oh really?
Yeah, he talked about it too.
Yeah.
He's very much against that
Mhm.
AI. Okay, so you think you're okay with that? You have no problem with that?
Yeah, except for
AI.
that.
I
Except
mean,
for being
looking
lazy.
for a job, stuff like that. So
Oh,
you're
I
all
see.
right. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
So you think you can get out of school, find a job, and you don't have any problem, even you have a AI very popular or whatever, is gonna be by the time you get out. So you think you're okay?
Yeah, I
right?
think it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's just kind of like technological progress, right? Because in the past, factory workers in the textile industry,
Uh-huh.
right? They were like sewing everything manually.
Uh-huh.
But then when like the actual machine for like creating textiles was created,
Uh-huh.
they started like breaking stuff, right? I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
heard about that in America, but like they started getting angry because these like textile machines were making
Uh-huh.
all the textiles for them, and they no longer had a job.
I see.
That's just kind of like technological progress, right? So once like these kind of advancements are made in technology,
Uh-huh.
it'll take away jobs, but then new industries will pop up out of that, and you have to get a job in one of those industries,
Okay.
essentially.
I heard you you very much the guy. You also kind of like you know a little bit politics. So
Hmm.
you're thinking about maybe someday you have a good foundation, good family, good job, and everything. You're
Hmm.
thinking about you gonna do something with politics, or
It depends if I have a lot of money, right? I don't think I'll ever do like I probably would never do like the politician stuff, but I would like I would be okay with like funding think tanks if if I was like a billionaire. I'll be funding think tanks, like doing lobbying, just like do everything I can. Just
oh,
do it
okay,
because I mean it's kind of easy if you have a lot of money. It's so easy to influence politics in America because it's like a capitalist society where like
okay,
everything is essentially if you
yes,
want to influence public opinion, just advertise a bunch.
okay.
Yeah.
So I know it's a good way to do that too. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Taylor. Anything else you want to talk to people if they are looking for a school they want to go? Why they need to go to, or why they want to go to Cornell? Can you tell them?
Mm. Um.
If
Not
someone
sure.
there right now looking for a school they want to go, they're very good students just like you
Yeah.
right now, and they why you ask them or why you tell them go to Cornell?
Hmm.
Uh huh.
I guess it would depend on like whatever you're interested in, right? If you're interested in engineering, obviously
Okay.
Cornell,
Cornell the best for
yeah, they has a
engineering.
really good engineering program and everything. And if you're really like interested in a specific aspect of engineering,
Uh huh.
then there's so many different professors you can look at
Uh
and
huh.
like put on your application, for example, and just talk about like, oh, this professor is so interesting. I would love to talk to him and like pursue some kind of project with him. That
Uh
would be like that's something like a lot of kids do on the college applications, but something that is like you can actually do,
huh.
which is like just it's basically express more interest in the college and also talk about what you would want to do at the college because that college
Uh huh.
is that's what they're looking for in an applicant, right? Like they're looking for an applicant that would actually do things on campus aside from just study all day.
Is it hard to get into? I mean, of course, you have to have good grade and
Hmm.
everything,
Yeah,
but the pool for picking student go to Cornell is very
yeah.
very
I think
difficult.
it should be getting easier now. If like for example, like for Asian kids, right? In
Uh-huh.
the past,
That
Asian
that
kids were
problem.
hard.
Yeah, you heard about it
Affirmative
right now.
action.
Okay,
Yeah, of
okay.
course.
So what do you think about it right now?
Yeah, of course. That's good for Asian people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
They just won. You know that?
yeah. Yeah, I know
They
that.
saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So you happy?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
sounds good. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little late for me,
You
unfortunately.
okay? But you already in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm already in.
Yeah,
So
you're
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
But it's good for like future generations.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
agree with that? Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I think that's fair game.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you can pick something from this conversation we have right now, and hopefully it can help you out to pick school you want to go in the future, and see any thing you want to ask Taylor, and he would love to answer your question. He's a very smart guy, very smart kid. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you have a good day today. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye bye.